Hello everyone, JC with Threshold 360 here. In this video, I will be talking about some best practices for embedding your virtual tours onto your website. This is a feature that is offered to all platform levels and is really a no-brainer to ensure that your virtual tours are being seen by your site visitors. Now at Threshold, we've seen customers embed in lots of different configurations. There's no one right way to do it, but we do offer some advice to ensure your virtual tours are easy to use, easy to find, and wow your site visitors. So let's take a look. First thing we'll talk about is placement, and it's probably the most important aspect of embedding as it impacts how quickly your virtual tour is seen by your site visitors. If it's hard to find, it is much less effective. We recommend embedding onto your home page, an existing about page, or creating a new page to house your virtual tour so that it's seen within your menu or sitemap. In this example, we see a home page, and immediately there's a virtual tour button. Click that, and I can step right inside. We also recommend placing your virtual tour above the fold of the web page so as to limit how far your viewer or visitor has to scroll down to see your virtual tour. Next, let's talk about sizing and aspect ratio. With the embed code, you are able to adjust the sizing. The default is 600 by 400 pixels, but you can size up if you prefer. We don't recommend sizing down as that will cause the viewer to be much smaller and may get overlooked by your visitor. For an aspect ratio, we recommend 16 by 9 or a 4 by 3 ratio, so the viewer controls are visible and function without issue. Next, let's consider the elements around your virtual tour. When you consider the size and placement, we want to make sure that there's enough buffer room around the viewer so that the background is not too distracting. We want the background to be plain and simple so the virtual tour imagery can stand out on its own. Another thing to consider is adding a text prompt, such as step inside, tour inside, or take this virtual tour. This clues your visitors in to differentiate between any video elements that may be present on your website from your virtual tour so that they know that it is interactive virtual tour that they can engage with. What also works well is a 360 symbol. If you want to see more examples of our customers' implementations, you can check out our Help Center for lots of different links. We also offer an implementation guide that goes a little bit more into depth on the best practices that you've seen me talking about today. Let's recap. Consider the placement. Designate a spot on an existing page or create a new page. Make sure that your virtual tour is easy to find. We recommend implementing above the fold so the tour is visible immediately without having to scroll to find it. Consider the size and aspect ratio that you're using. Make sure you allocate enough space for the viewer. At least 600 by 400 pixels is ideal. We also recommend a 16 by 9 or a 4 by 3 aspect ratio. You also want to make sure the viewer controls are not overlapped by any web elements that could impact their usability. Lastly, use a plain background and buffer room around the viewer. Make sure you add a text prompt or something that clues the visitor into its engagement level. Something like take the virtual tour or step inside. That's it. If you would like to reach out to us, you can contact us at support@threshold360.com. We are happy to answer your questions, offer advice on implementation, and provide you with more resources if needed. We hope this video is helpful, and I can't wait to see your virtual tours on your website very soon. Thank you.